is a presentation of HBO Sports.
A life story should be, everything should be in it. Why I joined Elijah Muhammad, what turned me to, and what experiences I had racially. I mean, see, these things I don't want to just give away. People have offered me a lot of money for books.
Yeah, but you know, everything that's written about you makes people want to read more about you. And they keep saying, well, wait till we read his story by him.
I was nervous. It's a bad feeling. When you're in the dressing room and the man says, well, champ, you got 5 more minutes, you get up and you warm up, and then you looking at the monitor, you see all the people, you think about all the cities and all the world watching and how much is involved in the investment you have going. If you lose, that's going to destroy you and everything you plan, and everything's involved, and the man's a good opponent. You walk into the ring, you hear all these people rooting and hollering, and then you see the cameras, the lights. I'm really frightened until the first 2 or 3 punches.
Well, it's going to be a great evening for boxing fans all over the world.
For the first time in heavyweight championship history, we have 2 undefeated fighters in there.
Good evening, Joe and Muhammad. Since this contest is for the final determination of the heavyweight championship of the world, we ask you to pay particular attention to the rules of the New York State Athletic Commission. Shake hands now, men. Return to your corner.
I'm Cassius Marcellus Clay VI, and my great-great-grandfather was a Kentucky slave, and he was named after some great Kentuckian. Well, Cassius Marcellus Clay is a great name in Kentucky. And really, where he was from or where it was all originated, I couldn't tell you, but since I've reached a little fame in boxing, most people want to know where am I from and where did I get that name, but really I haven't really checked on it, so I see that I'm going to have to go look into
You'll have to look it up.
See what it's all about now that I'm getting a little interviews.
Ollie was always a large baby, and when he was 18 months old, he was very strong and had big muscular arms. One day he was swinging his arms, and he hit me in the mouth and knocked a tooth out.
12 years old, I went to a home show where they displayed cars and refrigerators and everything, and left my bicycle outside and came out. It was a drizzling rain that night. The bicycle was gone. I just got it for Christmas. And I asked where was the nearest police officer, and they said in the basement of the same building that I just came out. A fellow named Joe Martin was training amateur boxers in a room about this size. He asked me to take out an application and learn how to fight so I can beat the fella up. He stole my bicycle.
I had a show on television every week, Amateur Boxing, Tomorrow's Champions. Wasn't but a short time I put him on that show, and that was his first boxing match was on television.
And I had about 45 fights on that show. Every Saturday at 6 o'clock, 3 bouts and 2-minute round bouts. One night when I heard Rocky Marciano,
the world heavyweight champion, Rocky Marciano.
He had beat Walcott. And I heard the fella say, and still world heavyweight champion, Rocky Marciano.
Rocky Marciano wins by a knockout.
So I rode off in the rain on my bicycle. I could just hear the man say it. And still the heavyweight champion of the whole world, Cassius Clay. I heard it, and I said to myself, the champion of the whole world can whoop every man in Russia, every man in America, every man in China, every man in Japan, every man in Europe, every man in America. The champion of the whole world. That sounded big then.
Continue, but the referee awards the victory to Cassius Clay.
Give me one. They got crazy little women there, and I'm gonna give me one.
I was convinced that he would be Olympic champion, and he was very scared of airplanes. He told me that he wasn't going to Rome unless I could get him on a boat.
Well, I worry more about airplanes than I do boxing. I mean, I never worry about the fight. I worry about the flight.
And I said, there's no way. You're going to have to fly.
Muhammad, just training, hard work to force yourself to do it. You know, I mean, the average person has got to get up and go to work every day. But you look at the things I want to do for the future, then you can make your mind up to it and say it's worth it.
Robert McClure, light middleweight, Toledo, Ohio. Eddie Corp, Detroit, Michigan, 165 pounds. Cassius Marcellus Clay, light heavyweight, Louisville, Kentucky.
The 1960 Olympics, American Cassius Clay takes on Polish boxer Ziggy Pietrzykowski for the Olympic light heavyweight boxing championship.
Cassius, were you worried before any of the fights?
Well, yes, truthfully, I was worried before all of my fights because really a big thing to win a world's amateur championship, and each fight is a big fight, so before every fight I was real nervous.
This southpaw, Pietrzykowski, has proven extremely challenging in all his other bouts to date. No opponent has broken through without being stung by his quick right jab and staggering left cross.
People really don't know how tough this is. Just get up tomorrow and jump around for 3 minutes and watch how tired you can get.
It's round 2, and Clay is outscoring his opponent. Pietrzykowski lands a solid left. Cassius must be cautious with this powerful lefty. And there's the end of the round.
champion is one who can rally to the cause when you're under pressure and have just a little more than the other guy.
Start the third. Clay comes out looking lively for the final round.
First 2 rounds, I was pretty slow getting started. In the third round, he tired out. He couldn't hold such a fast pace. So in the third round, he was mine.
Clay taking control of the fight here at the end of round 3. And there's the final bell. Both men left it all in the ring during these punishing 3 rounds of gold medal boxing.
I've won the Olympic gold medal in Rome, Italy. I'm defeating America's so-called threats, enemies. Olympic champion, the Russian standing right here, and the Pole right here. And the flag is going, dun, 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 dun. And I done whooped the world for America. I said, man, I know I'm going to get my people freedom now. I'm the champion of the whole world, the Olympic champion. I know I can eat downtown now. And I went downtown that day, had my big old medal on and went to breakfast. And I said, you know, a cup of coffee, hot dog. He said, the lady said, we don't serve Negroes. I was so mad. I said, I don't eat them either. Just give me a couple of hamburgers. I said, 3 days ago, I fought for this country in Rome. I won the gold medal, and I'm going to eat. And she says, well, I'm not the man. Now he's got to go out. And I had to leave that restaurant in my hometown where I went to church and served in their Christianity and fought, and Daddy fought in all the wars. Just won the gold medal and couldn't eat downtown. I said, something's wrong.
Any of you boys plan to turn pro?
Well, yes, I was thinking about turning pro. For an example, right now I'm the world's amateur light heavyweight champion and I'm broke.
I'd seen him quite a lot as a kid, so I got a hold of a black man, I guess is the word I have to use now, who worked for me. Very bright young fellow. And I said, you know Cassius by any chance? And he said, yes, he did. And I said, well, I'd like you, George, to arrange a meeting between Cassius and me.
Any ideas now as to whom you might sign with?
Well, yes, it's best to be with somebody you know and from your own town if possible. Nice, honest crowd, nice, clean people, and with the right backing, I believe I have a nice chance to become the world's heavyweight champion.
Now listen to the beat.
He got $400 a month, enough so that he could eat. And then he got 50% of the gate.
'Cause it's all right. Whoa, it's all right. Everybody clap your hands.
Angelo Dundee was coming through Louisville with a fighter named Willie Pastrana. I called him up. I said, I'm the world's greatest fighter. I'm going to be the world's greatest champion. I'm now the Olympic champion. I'm the Golden Glove champion, AU champion. I want to talk to you.
I had my hand over the receiver, and I said, there's some sort of a nut downstairs that wants to talk to us. He sounds like a nice kid, though.
He said, oh, come on up.
The conversation went on for about 3 hours.
And then after I signed up, I went to Florida and started training with it.
When he walks into the gymnasium in Miami Beach, you'll see it's a happy air about it. This is his place where he can train and relax and be himself. The Cubans gave him the pet name Boca Grande, Big Mouth, because he imitates, he's speaking Spanish, saying nothing for about 10 minutes with these fellas, and they get a kick out of it. But they dubbed him Big Mouth before anyone. This is no usual fighter. This kid just had that style, this quickness, reflex action. He was hungry for knowledge, for information. He kept asking questions about road work and how many times a day do you eat, I was very impressed the way he worked. He worked hard.
How many fights you had?
Oh, about 180 amateur fights, lost 3. That was my first 3, by the way.
Yeah. Have you ever been knocked out? Have you ever been knocked out?
Never dreamed of being knocked out.
Cassius Clay, an 18-year-old amateur boxing champion with a charming smile, took a physical examination for his first professional fight. All Louisville boxing fans turned out to see their young Olympic gold medal winner. He did not disappoint anyone, easily winning his professional debut with a flashing, unanimous decision.
And the winner, Cassius Clay!
If you ask the average white person who's the greatest 2 fighters ever lived, he'll say Jack Dempsey or Marciano. If you ask the Italian, he'll say Benvenuti, which is nature. If you ask the average black man on the streets, he'll say Jack Johnson. You may hate to admit it because he's black, but he was one of the greatest. And after Jack Johnson, every kid all over the world, every planet Earth knows the name Joe Louis. The name Joe Louis is boxing. I always wondered when I went to church on Sundays. I always asked my mother, I said, Mother, how come is everything white? I said, why is Jesus white with blonde hair and blue eyes? Why is the Lord's Supper all white men? Angels are white. I said, Mother, when we die, do we go to heaven? She said, naturally we go to heaven. I said, well, what happened to all the black angels when they took the pictures?
At 188 pounds, Clay is lightning fast.
I said, oh, I know. If the white folks was in heaven too, then the black angels were in the kitchen preparing the milk and honey. So I always wondered why. You know, Tarzan is the king of the jungle in Africa. He was white. Everything was white. And the angel food cake was the white cake, and the devil food cake was the chocolate cake.
Young Cassius Clay takes another large step up the heavyweight ladder.
And everything bad was black. The little ugly duckling was the black duck, and the black cat was the bad luck. And if I threaten you, I'm gonna blackmail you. I said, Mama, why don't they call it white male? They lie too. Gorgeous George, a famous American wrestler, he was talking about, I am the prettiest wrestler. I am great. Look at my beautiful blonde hair. Real conceited and arrogant. He said, George, what if you lose? If I lose, I'm catching the next jet out to Russia. I looked at him, I said, boy, he needs a good whooping. But when I saw all of those people come to see Gorgeous George to get beat, and they all paid to get in, that's the thing, they paid to get in. And I said, this is a good idea. And right away I started talking. I am the greatest. I won't return to the United States for 90 days. I'm too fast. If you talk jive, you'll fall in fire.
If Doug Jones beat me, I'll crawl across the ring on my knees, kiss his feet, tell him he's the greatest, go to 𝘰𝘠𝘢 airport, and catch the next jet out of the country.
But me, it was a little different. They said, the nigger talks too much.
He talks too damn much. Put your fist in his mouth. I heard it ringside. Knock that nigger out. That nigger needs a good whooping.
Winner by unanimous decision, Cassius Clay.
Cassius Clay is mimicking some of the people who are booing the decision. 𝘬𝘪𝘴 is coming into the ring now.
Boo, yell, scream, throw peanuts. But whatever you do, pay to get in.
You came in the ring with a crown on your head. Is that
because I am the king. I understand you have a queen of England, but you don't have a king.
Were you shocked when you were booed into the ring by the British public?
No, I was not shocked. I'm always booed. Everywhere I go, I'm booed. I like to be booed. That's why I fight hard. 1963, when that Henry Cooper hit me. He hit me with a left hook. That lick was so hard, it jarred my colored friends in America.
The bell has sounded, and he's up at about 3, Clay, and he still doesn't know where he is. He's still half out, Clay. They're working furiously on him in the corner. Angelo Dundee, his trainer, he really is giving him a talking to. Cooper's left hook finally scores, and Clay was down 2 seconds from the end of the 4th round. And now
we come to round 5, the round in which Clay said he would beat Cooper. It's round 5. And now he's slipping in, and I think this is it. The towel has come in from Cooper's corner, and Tommy Little's looking at it. And he's had to stop the fight. And Clay is getting bombarded with programs from angry ringsiders.
55,000 to witness. Can this Louisville lip come over here and call the exact round again? We don't leave it. The 5th round came. Yeah, I hit him. Yeah, I said, come on, sucker. Yeah. Man said, break it up. I said, there he is. There he is. And walked on out of the joint.
Come here, Sam. I got the British press here. This is Sam Cooke. As you can see, like me, he's awful pretty. And we are here now working on a record called The Gang's All Here.
Would you like to give us a preview of this disc?
We'll give him a sample.
Come on, let's give him a preview.
We'll do a lot better if we had the music here with us.
All right, but we're going to do it.
We'll try now. Hey, hey, the gang's all here. Join in the fun. Hey, hey, the gang's all here. We're gonna swing as one. Do it again now. Hey, hey, the gang's all here. We're gonna swing as one.
Yeah. I'll see you guys later.
All right, Sam. Yes, sir.
Are you ready? Am I the greatest?
Now I'm driving long, beautiful Cadillacs, living in beautiful homes. I'm colorful, I talk a lot. I'm just different. I'm something new on the scene, and I'm not only a fighter, I'm a good showman.
I just cut an album for Columbia Records. I might retire from the fight game and go into the recording business. This thing will sell about 4 million copies. It will outsell My Fair Lady and The First Family combined.
Do you find it a lot easier punching holes in records than opponents?
You all right. It's a lot easier. It's a lot more dough in it. These records sell for $3.98 a piece, and already it's been sold 175,000 in the last 2 days.
Great fight, kid. You were great. Let's talk about the opponents.
I won't fight nobody under $1 million guaranteed. If it wasn't for me, the game would be dead.
Liston is known in the fight game as a man who likes to end fights early. Sonny Liston wins going away, knocking out 𝘰𝘩𝘓𝘐 in the first round. In round 1, Liston comes out fast and is all business. A stunning left sends Joyner crashing to the canvas here in round 6. This is Sonny Liston at his explosive best, throwing bombs with both hands.
A left to grazing right and a solid left to the cheekbone. Drop the champion.
The winner of the new world heavyweight boxing champion, Sonny Liston.
Do you really think you can beat Sonny Liston? I don't think I can beat him. I know I can beat him.
As soon as the contracts are signed, the principals in this all-time, all-great heavyweight bout that will soon be staged and probably has the earmarks of shattering every existing record. This is the fight that everyone has been clamoring for, and as of this minute, it is now official.
Well, Cassius, you've just signed that contract.
Oh, yeah, I've just signed, and my dream has come true, and I'm ready to go to war, and I've been talking and predicting, and Liston, Cassius Clay, that's all I've been hearing. The bear's gonna knock you out, and now I'm ready to go.
Sonny, I know you're eating, and I hate to interrupt you, but would you like to make a prediction on what's going to happen in February to your friend over on the right?
No, if they put a mouthpiece in his mouth where he can't talk, I'm going to kill him.
I'm not going to get knocked out. There ain't a heavyweight in the world on 2 feet. There's not a heavyweight who can even keep up with me. I hit a man so fast, slow motion cameras can't detect the speed.
Have you made your reservation?
I ain't scared of nobody. It's going to be it's going to take a good man to whoop me. You can look at me, I'm loaded with confidence. I can't be beat. I done had 180 amateur fights, 22 professional fights, and I'm pretty as a girl. I don't get hit. I don't get hit, I'm so pretty. And I'm tired of talking.
There seems to be a relative lack these days of colorful individuals. It's a great pleasure when the occasional rare ones do come along. And such a man as the gentleman you're going to meet right now, #1 contender for the heavyweight crown, Mr. Cassius Clay. Here he is.
Cassius, when you beat Sonny, are you going to give him a rematch?
After I beat Sonny Liston, you couldn't melt him and pour him on me again.
How about reciting one of your poems, Cassius?
If you like to lose your money, be a fool and bet on Sonny.
Do you plan to retire after Liston beats you?
Oh, no.
I'm tired of hearing Liston. Everywhere I go, they're talking about Liston, and he sent this in the mail, a button. He's going to button my lips and all of this, and I want him. I can't wait for him, and he's going to fall in 8.
Yesterday, he said when Liston fights Cassius the Great, everyone will compliment him for falling in 8. Do you have anything to say about that?
The only thing I can say, don't get your tickets later. If they're waiting on, it's only in the first round, they might miss it.
Well, do you think it'll end in 2?
Well, you can bet your life it ain't going 4.
And they shouldn't let him in the ring. Now, seriously, this is going to be the biggest upset in the century of all boxing. He's an old man. He's 40 years old. That man don't belong in no ring with no 21-year-old man like me.
Is Sonny 40?
He's going on 40. He's shaving. He's shaving.
Looks like a butterfly stage like a reef. Hey, 218 pounds. You tell Joe Wilson that I'm here with Sugar Ray. Joe Wilson's fat-footed and Sonny Liston is fat-footed. Sugar Ray and I'm too pretty down. We can't be.
Liston, almost the first time he hits him. Could be 1, perhaps 2. I'll take 1.
Liston, obviously, to win the fight, but I have a feeling it's going to go as far as 8 rounds.
Clay will give Liston a good run for his money.
Clay will win?
No, he won't win, but he'll give Liston a good run.
Not quite sure that anything human can hurt Sonny Liston.
Liston in the 4th round, because I really think Liston is going to show that man his mouthpiece ain't valuable.
Fights are always won with fists and not with mouth talk. I picked Liston to win by the 5th round.
I'm just ready to fight, and I'm glad it'll be here where all these big-mouth people here in Miami talking about I talk too much, and Liston's going to whoop me. Well, I want all of them to be there, and I'm going to shut up all of his mouth.
The challenger from Louisville, Kentucky, Cassius Clay. And his opponent from Denver, Colorado, the heavyweight champion of the world, Charles Sonny Liston.
In the event of a knockdown, a man that is down must take an 8 count. Man standing up will go to a neutral corner while I start counting. And do not resume boxing until I tell you to do so. Now, I want a clean bout. When they order you to break, stop punching and step back. Good luck. Shake hands.
The night before, it's hard to sleep. You watch television, walk around, think about everything involved. It's rough, you know. And not from fright, but just nervous. All this, and plus a hard left hooker coming at you, too.
Cassius Clay on the move as we see, carrying his left hand dangerously low, awkwardly fast, that might keep the champion a bit off balance. Very slippery. The challenger is jabbing all over, body, head, and right hand. The best punch of the fight so far.
Well, Steve, I think this was the greatest round of any fight we've seen in a long time, because I think Clay completely outclassed Sonny Liston in this round. I hope that Clay don't get too much confidence to do it, then he's gonna get knocked out.
Another jarring right hand that time, folks. Another one. Sonny wobbled. Cassius has him hurt. Sonny is talking to. Sonny has a big mouth below his left eye. He has a cut below the eye, and he's getting hit with all the punches in the book.
Something wrong with Clay now. Something wrong with Clay. Something wrong with Clay.
I see that, Joe, his eyes are bothering him. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't know exactly what happened. They're yelling from Cassius Clay's corner. Something got in his right eye. However, he's blinking badly. Sonny's going to try to pull it on. Still having some problems with his eyes. He's blinking and he's bouncing away continually. Liston still aiming toward the body with the big punches. Cassius Clay, Joe, was continually complaining about his eyes. He seems okay. Dundee seems to nod toward him. We're getting ready for number 6. Did you think it was going this long?
I sure did. I think the whole country didn't think it was that long.
In round 6, we know that Sonny flat-footed stance most of the time. Easy target. Easy. Very tricky left jab. Play with a variety of punches. We call them combinations. That's his strong point. The crowd now cheering the challenger. There you see them. Joe Polino trying to keep that cut closed.
I think he don't see too well out of both his eyes now because they're pretty well puffed out. And I think Clay got all the comfort he needs now.
They might be stopping it. That might be all, ladies and gentlemen. It's recorded as the 7th round knockout. And thank you, Barney. You did a good job.
Man is floating on the world, on the ocean of activity, not knowing where he's going, not knowing what he's doing. And what seems to be important to man is the moment that he calls the present. The past is just a dream to him. The future's in the mist, and the only thing that's clear to man is the present.
I'm the king of the world.
Hold it.
Hold it. You're not that pretty. I'm a bad man. Wait. I shook up the world. I shook up the world. I shook up the world.
Hold it. Go in the chair, but I don't think so. All right, tell us this. All right, Cash.
What you gonna say now, huh? He pulls his head back. He holds his hands too low. While I'm still pretty, the bear couldn't hurt me. The bear couldn't even get a good lick. I'm so pretty. Oh, I'm so great. Oh, I'm so pretty. I shook up the world. Now I'm through talking. Come on now. I'm through talking. Now you write the results.
Malcolm X, what do you think of Cassius' victory in Miami?
I think it was a great victory. He proved he was the best man.
And where were you during the fight?
I was in the auditorium watching the fight.
Right at ringside?
Right at ringside. I was in seat 7.
Shake. 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 Shake.
I was with him during the 9 days when he was training for the Liston fight, and he seemed very sincere. Whether he has understanding to equal his sincerity is another thing.
Come on, little sailor, little shoulder. Shake. Oh, mama, shake. That's the way to do it. Shake. Oh, you're looking good. Now shake. Yeah, please shake. Now shake. That's what you want.
And do you think that Cassius, as being a black Muslim, has had anything to do with this victory?
Well, I haven't heard him say he was a black Muslim. I have heard him say that he believes in the religion of Islam, which makes him a Muslim. And it did have a great deal to do with his victory because he's a clean, living young man. And this is the main thing that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad does teach in spreading the religion of Islam among our people in this country.
The leader of the black Muslim sect has termed Cassius Clay's victory over Sonny Liston a religious victory. At the group's convention in Chicago, Elijah Muhammad came closer than anyone so far in proclaiming Clay a member of the black Muslims. Clay has hinted that he is at least on the fringe. Elijah Muhammad all but pushed him across.
The enemy wanted him to come out all blasted. They had said that he would... Liston would tear up that pretty face of yours. But Allah and myself said no.
How long has Cassius been a black Muslim? Do you know that?
Well, I don't know. Cassius is probably more capable of speaking for himself than any other man in this country.
Cassius Clay is a name no more, is that right?
Yes, sir. It's Muhammad Ali. Muhammad means worthy of all praises, and Ali means most high in the Asian African language.
How long have you had the name?
Well, for about 2 weeks now.
Was anybody special gave you the name?
Yes, sir. My leading teacher, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Here come Cassius, the exact contrast of everything that was representative of the Negro image. He said he was the greatest, all of the odds were against him. He won, he became victorious, he became the champ. They knew that as soon as, if people began to identify with Cassius and the type of image he was creating, they were going to have trouble out of these Negroes, because they'd have Negroes walking around the street saying, I'm the greatest.
They are black Muslims, a national religious cult that says it will take over the United States and eventually the world. And the FBI says the movement is a potential threat to the internal security of the United States. A prominent Muslim is heavyweight champion Cassius Clay, or Muhammad Ali.
Just one man like me been so attacked for just his name, when everybody I see on TV shows have changed their names, then me being more crucified than them, and I haven't done nothing illegally. This is what causes your riots and make people hostile.
There's stories out of New York about people are going to come up here heavily armed looking for you.
No, that's just rumors trying to scare me.
Are you scared?
Scared of what? I walk through hell every day. No guards, don't need them. Picking on a clean, righteous man like me and hollering about, say, what you come to tell me they're coming to get me for? Why don't you go on the highway and stop them?
South Florida's Muslim leaders are responsible directly to Muslim headquarters in Chicago, where the Honorable Elijah Muhammad runs the organization with an iron fist.
Cassius, what brings you to Chicago?
To have dinner with my leading teacher, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
You're going to see him in Chicago here?
Yes, sir.
Where are you going to have dinner with him at, Cassius?
I don't know yet.
Why are you seeing him?
Trying to learn something.
You planning on fighting this year before the year is out?
Well, I don't know. I might retire. I'm considering retiring. I'm really tired of fighting.
At your age?
Yeah, I'm tired. I don't have to fight no more.
Do you think you might retire without another fight?
That's right. I don't like boxing. Boxing means nothing to me.
What do you like?
Oh, well, I like what all Negroes like, and what they're fighting for is freedom. And I understand that the Civil Rights Bill is getting ready to die. All that kind of stuff. And then they so shook up about where I go to eat dinner. You look, it's a shame in the eyes of the intelligent world to even ask me them kind of questions. Where am I going to dinner?
If you quit fighting, would you go full-time in the civil rights work?
No, I don't know if I call it civil rights.
Well, what would you do for an occupation if you stopped fighting?
Well, I don't know what I'll do. God's got me here for something, but I can feel it. I was born for everything that I'm doing now. No fear of nothing is in my heart. Not even airplanes. I used to be scared of them.
You've been invited to a number of countries too, haven't you, Cassius?
Yes, sir. Countries such as Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya,
Pakistan,
Malaya.
When do you plan to go?
In a couple of months, I like to start my world tour, and I expect to be gone for as long as a whole year. Why are we called Negroes? Nation of birth. That's what nationality means. Nation of birth. So if our nationality is Negro, then where's Negro land? I said, that's God's truth. This is what I've been looking for. Now the so-called Negro, it's a fact he's from Asia and Africa. They have a language. Now, it's a fact this is not our homeland. We was brought here slaves. Now, why we don't know one word of our language? What happened to our language? He said, we've been completely stripped and cut off from all knowledge of self by the slave master. I said, that's the truth. That's the truth. He said, we've been taught to hate our own selves. We call each other niggers, boots, shines, jigger boots, spooks. We hate each other. The only people that want to intermarry and get out of our race and mix our blood with others. We're the only people who wants to get away and identify himself with someone else. That's what God taught Elijah Muhammad. And Elijah Muhammad teaches us that it's just truth that God taught him. And if God taught him, and we believe he's from God, then we believe it, yeah.
Most of my knowledge comes from traveling, talking to people. You don't realize how much gold and how much wisdom is in places where you don't think it is.
If it wasn't for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I never would have heard about this or even thought about going to these countries. And this is a golden Muslim mosque that was presented to me by the Islamic Council of all Egypt. And I want one more thing to say I haven't explained it yet. And this mosque, I'm very honored, and I hope that he will receive it. This is a gift, our leading teacher, for waking all of us up, because we were in a bad state of condition before we heard him.
Why did you fall out with Elijah Muhammad?
Well, some internal disagreements and differences that I would rather not go into, but I think that they will come out in public before long.
Harlem has come to bid fond farewell to one of its brightest hopes, extinguished now and gone from us forever. Malcolm was our living black manhood. This was his meaning to his people. And in honoring him, we honor the best in ourselves.
The heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali, better known as Cassius Clay. We're waiting for that bell for round one. Here we go.
I had a cracked rib that night. James Ellis hit me the last 2 days in training. But I overcame it with a shot of Novocaine the night of the fight. But that whole rib was paining me. He was hoping I didn't get hit there because I fell out like that.
Look, man, that's it. Something about it. Sonny Lister. I know. I can hear the winos and the hobos and the little people who bet the nickels and the dollars in the pool room now. He's a bad man, ain't he? He hit that bear so hard. Don't never bet against him no more. I don't know what he's gonna do. He told us to get there early. I know a lot of people missed the fight. Walking around, you know, we have people that like to come to the fights late, showing off their pretty suits, you know, all the players, you know. They missed the fight, you know. Oh, shoot. Second fight with Sonny Liston, I hit him so fast, slow motion cameras couldn't detect the speed. Remember? And the people said it was a fix because they couldn't see the punch. Well, Sport Illustrated clocked my fastest punch at 4/100ths of a second.
How hard was it?
No, let me tell you. 4/100ths of a second, which is exactly an eye blink.
Eye blink, okay.
And then the people who missed that punch blinked at that moment. I'm gonna hit you 6 times before you count 2.
Okay.
Go.
1, 2.
You wanna see it again? Boxing is a stepping stone just to introduce me to the audience. If I was still in Louisville, Kentucky, and never was a boxer, I might get killed next week in some type of freedom struggle and you never read the news. But now, if I'm even say the wrong thing, it makes news.
I have today ordered to Vietnam to increase our active fighting forces by raising the monthly draft call from 75,000 to 125,000 men almost immediately.
Boys in Vietnam are throwing away, you may say, their lives. They are dying today to free somebody they don't know. See, the greatest sports title mean nothing if you cannot be free.
My only interest in fighting him is merely to take the championship away and to put it back to where it belongs. All America, not just the black Muslims.
People like Patterson, they don't take no parts in freedom movement or black power, taking stands or giving up nothing or bucking the system is just against their people. So they just slow, some people slow and some are quick.
I'm very happy that Mr. Clay took the time out to come up to my camp. As far as the way he's carrying on is concerned, I think that it will help my fight.
If you dreamed about me, you apologize. From Louisville, Kentucky, the heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali.
This will be a mismatch. First, I'm going to punish him. I want to take him and give him a good whooping. I don't think he deserves a quick knockout. Before he fights me, he'd rather be caught in the middle of Vietnam with a bean shooter.
The winner and still heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali.
Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us here. He says, we believe that we who declare ourselves to be righteous Muslims should not participate in wars which take the lives of human beings. We do not believe that this nation should force us to take part in such wars, for we have nothing to gain from it unless America agrees to give us the necessary territory wherein we may have something to fight for.
This country was set up on the basic concept of religious freedom, or freedom of expression. I don't believe that he should be persecuted or ridiculed because of his beliefs.
The man is a Muslim, and this is his belief. He doesn't believe in war, and I think he should be deferred.
He is a great champion. They should respect his beliefs. That's why I'm here right now.
The tragedy to me is that Cassius has made millions of dollars off of the American public. And now he's not willing to show his appreciation to a country that is giving him, in my view, a fantastic opportunity.
Why me, a man who pays the salary of at least 50,000 men in Vietnam, a man who can pay in 2 fights for 3 bomber planes? I'm fighting for the government every day.
You were faced with the same problem in World War II.
No, not quite. I was only waiting for them to send for me, and when they sent for me, I went. So it wasn't the same problem. It's just that I was champion at the time that World War II started, so when my time came up, I had to go.
Do you think there's anything wrong in someone like Cassius Clay refusing induction?
Yes, sir, I certainly do.
Why?
Because he's no better than the rest of us.
I'd like to say something right here. You know, Cassius Clay, yes.
Why do you want to say Cassius Clay when Howard Cosell and everybody is calling him Muhammad Ali? Now, why you got to be the one of all people whose color to keep saying Cassius Clay?
Howard Cosell is not the one's going to fight you. I am.
You're making it really hard on yourself now.
Well,
why don't you keep the thing in the sport angle? Why don't you call me my name, man?
Well, what's your name? You told me your name was Cassius Clay a few years ago.
I never told you my name was Cassius Clay. My name is Muhammad Ali, and you will announce it right there in the center of that ring after the fight if you don't do it now.
For the benefit of this broadcast, him, all right?
You just acting just like an old Uncle Tom. Another Floyd Patterson. I'm going to punish you.
Let me tell you something, man. You ain't got no business.
Back off of me.
Don't call me no Uncle Tom.
That's what you are, Uncle Tom.
Why are you going to call me Uncle Tom?
You heard me. Just back off of me.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the 2 contestants prepare for battle right now,
back off of me, man. Back off of me, man.
Another interview has been recorded for posterity as the 2 gentlemen continue to promote the fight. Perfect, that's it. Come on. Keep shooting.
A lot of people have asked about that interview we did together with 𝘬𝘪𝘨, Coast to Coast, a week or so ago.
where you and Terrell almost came to blows. And many people have said it was a publicity stunt, that you staged it.
They have a right to believe so, Howard, because many things in the past that I have done was publicity stunts, that's all. But this time it was serious. And
well, do you hate him?
No, I don't really hate him, but I don't really hate no one, but I don't like him for his actions and the way he was acting and insisting on calling me Cassius Clay, knowing that my name now is Muhammad Ali, and I'm a Muslim, and whenever this is discussed, it's serious. I don't play with the religion or the name. So he really made me, and that was not play, that was real.
Shake hands now, come out fighting.
So that's not my name and I don't like it, so I'm gonna have to whip him to describe it. It's beating him, making him look bad, making him look silly, showing him that he has no class, talking to him, asking him questions like what's my name while I whip him until he say Muhammad Ali, and just ridicule him and shame him in front of the world.
Now the bell for round 8.
You're gonna come around the base, so you have to use left hand as a defensive thing rather than a weapon.
Clay is talking to Terrell.
No, he's asking what his name is.
It's steady to humiliate him. I hardly think it's necessary. Don't you agree, Joe?
I think Clay can do what he wants to do in that ring.
You saw what just happened in the ring. It spoke for itself. That was the big three-word question that was answered last Saturday on television in advance by Ernie Terrell. He said his name is Cassius Clay. You still hate this man?
I don't hate the man as a fighter. I still dislike what he represents and what he said. It's unnecessary. It's not in sports, and he shouldn't bring it in. I respect all fighters for ability, but not for nonsense.
And I think this proves to the public and all of the doubters out there that Ernie Terrell has no class whatsoever, and you cannot compare him even in my ranking.
I don't think you have to say that, really. The man fought a courageous fight.
You would say everything if I lost, especially you. Now I won, and let me have my say. Terrell, I proved that he wasn't nothing.
All right.
It's a joke calling him a champion, and he better pronounce my name right from now on.
Humility is hardly the name of Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is his name by his choice. We won't go. Hell no, 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 we won't go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Muhammad Ali has just refused to be inducted into the United States Armed Forces. Notification of his refusal is being made to the United States Attorney, the State Director of the Selective Service System, and the local Selective Service Board for whatever action deemed to be appropriate. Now we'll bring Mr. Ali in for your comments.
I wrote a little poem on that thing about Vietnam. You heard my little Vietnam poem?
No, I haven't. I don't think many people have.
Clean out my cell and take me to jail. Better there fed than in Vietnam dead.
I don't need the WBA. I have world recognition, not only in this country, but all over the world. And the WBA is nobody to me. They made themselves look like fools by taking the title, and it's up to them to give it back.
Anybody who's doing the right thing, well, they catch a lot of hell. You cannot please God and the devil too, so I'm pleasing God. When I'm rejected here and rejected there and not wanted here, then I have a good feeling spiritually because I'm right. If I wasn't right, then they would accept me.
Nine top Negro athletes meet with Cassius Clay to discuss his anti-draft stand. They include Bill Russell, Lou Alcindor, and former pro footballer Jimmy Brown. Says Brown after the meeting, the champ is sincere in his religious beliefs. He believes in his religion, and his stand is based wholly on that. Clay's induction refusal cost him his title, and he faces a possible 5-year prison sentence. He claims exemption as a minister of the black Muslim faith.
What did you discuss back in the hotel room?
Nothing, just friends, just like Khrushchev and Kennedy and everybody. When the people, all of the politicians of all other white races come together, and they, although they believe different, they think different, whites can come together and discuss the common cause. But whenever a few of us come together, the world is shook up. And I say, whatever went back there is our business.
Reverend King, do you agree?
Oh, yes, yes. We had a very good discussion on many matters. And, of course, these are not things that we would discuss here. But we do have common problems and common concerns. And above all, as Muhammad Ali has just said, we are all victims of the same system of oppression. And even though we may have different religious beliefs, this does not at all bring about a difference in terms of our concerns.
Still brothers.
Do you share the same, one more question, do you share the same concern that Muhammad has for his draft status?
Oh, I certainly do. My views on the draft are very clear. I'm against it. And I think the sooner our country does away with the draft, the better it will be for everybody. I'm very disturbed about the militaristic posture of our nation. And I think until we have a radical reordering of priorities in our country, we are going more and more to the depths, and I should say, to the doom.
I have some very sad news for all of you, and I think sad news for all of our fellow citizens and people who love peace all over the world. And that is that Martin Luther King was shot and was killed tonight in Memphis.
We came in chains, we came in misery. Now all our suffering and pains are part of history. We came in chains, you must remember that, for that and that alone explains exactly where we're at. We came in chains, we came as living loot, so you could boast slave-gotten gains. We've grown beneath your boot. We came in chains, and how our blood was spilled, together with our sweat, it stains this nation we helped build. We came in chains, we didn't volunteer, and yet today the fact remains, we're still held captive here. We came in chains, now I say cut us loose, though that may go against your grain, still there's no excuse. We came in chains, now who down there is gonna bear the cost till every one of us regains the freedom we have lost? We came in chains, and now your choice must be to either blow out all my brains or else just set me free.
Jimmy, I won the tournament. We're in good shape.
You've got back-to-back champions. You were Muhammad Ali's trainer and manager. What if Muhammad comes back? Whom would you represent?
I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. It'll be a pretty bridge. I ain't worried about it right now. I'm happy I got this guy. He's the champion right now, period.
I would like to hear this from you. And I want the world and the cameras to hear. Who's the heavyweight champion of the world? One more time. Who's the champ of the world? For the heavyweight championship of the world.
Oh, a tremendous left hook, and he cannot be saved by the bell. This fight may be over.
This fight may be over. This fight is over. Angelo Dundee, Tony Perez, over. It is over. A knockout in the 4th round.
Why is this group picketing here tonight?
Because they recognize the fraud which the white power structure, the white vultures, as I've called them, of the boxing world, is trying to perpetrate. Muhammad Ali has not lost this title.
I consider myself the heavyweight champion of the world until the champ get back in action again.
And when you say the champ gets back in action again, I assume you're talking about Muhammad Ali.
That's right, I would like to face him.
And how do you think that would come out?
Well, I think I'll take it.
I've been earning my living just about all my life, and I was cut off, and was glad to know that I have the freedom to go back and working so I can take care of my family.
You're going to try and come back. You admit that you're not in the shape you should be in. Quarry figures the time is right to take you.
And that's natural. I've been off 3 years, and I've only had a 6 weeks notice for this fight, which is usually something considered impossible for a heavyweight to do.
Is it your present belief that you can ever again be, as a fighter, what once you were, the same skills, the same swiftness, the same destructiveness?
I don't think no human can be the same after 3 years or anything. We naturally get older. I have about 6 gray hairs in my head now, where a few years ago I had just 1. So naturally we never can be like we used to be.
He's got this possible prison sentence hanging over him. Does that affect him at all in his training?
Nothing bothers this guy. Nothing bothers him. What's going to be is going to be. I think his attitude is like mine. Que sera, sera. What's going to happen with the government and this court trial is hanging over his head, that'll come later.
This is still in the Court of Appeals. Until we cross these bridges and be successful, then there's a possibility I might have to do the 5 years in prison.
Returning of the champion, Muhammad Ali.
You think you're going to be the heavyweight champion of the world again?
Well, many consider me still champion because I'm undefeated. But Frazier has built up enough interest where people believe that he owns half of the title or all of it. So I would say that I'm the retired champion making a comeback to fight the present champion.
Referee Tony Perez has signaled the fight is over, apparently because of an eye cut.
Muhammad Ali, or Cassius Clay, whichever you want it, he is still plenty fast, and his left jab is still a dynamite punch.
Doctor, is there any doubt about their condition?
Listen to me.
Both in great shape.
Why you not go with the army? You chicken?
Both fighters are in excellent
Say
and
that
exceptional
one more
shape.
time.
Say that one more time. Vocally as well as physically.
Why
yes,
you
absolutely.
not go the army?
I would say.
Why you not go the army?
I will tell you Monday night in the first clinch we get in.
Chicken, you chicken. Beep, 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 chicken, beep.
Good deal. Keep talking.
Chicken.
He never should have started talking, not with Muhammad Ali.
Clay. Clay?
I said Muhammad Ali.
Clay?
You will call it when the fight comes off.
Clay?
Wait till the fight comes off. Please tell everybody to get to your theaters. I've never had a man that I wanted to whoop so bad. Monday night, Madison Square Garden will be sold out. Theaters throughout the world will be sold out. He will have to fight, and he's putting himself on a big spot because a man who talks this much and lose, it sets him back a long ways. I've never lost.
1:30 left in the fight. Back left, caught him. It came from nowhere. Ali came through with a left. The crowd screaming. The first knockdown of the fight. He took the mandatory 8. And now Ali is behaving like the old Ali. One more knockdown in this round. The fight is automatically over. Bonavina is running. If he goes down again, it's over. Ali is the knockout winner. I'm going up to ring center.
Joe Frazier's on the telephone.
What's he saying, Muhammad?
Howard Cosell is agitating as usual. I think you'd improve yourself as a professional fighter. I'd improve myself, so I'll get him a couple of days rest. And since we can't get a loan, we just gonna have to get it on.
I fought 𝘳𝘪𝘨𝘩𝘵, gave him a chance. After 𝘳𝘪𝘨𝘩𝘵, a few weeks later, I fought the rough Oscar Bonavena, a man who almost whooped Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier fought his last fight with Bobby Foster, Detroit, Michigan. They drew about 4,500 people. Place held about 11,000. I do more than that in training.
Hey, how you doing?
Welcome back.
Look at this picture. This is the hotel manager here.
Howdy.
I'm there. He feeds me kosher food every day.
Yes,
All right.
and it's good, too.
How you doing?
They sure are.
How you feel? Who do you fight? Joe Frazier, me. And they tell me Joe Frazier's new champ. What do you say?
Who are you?
I'm the heavy. Who am I?
Oh, stand up.
You know how you whip Joe Frazier? You know how you beat a man like Joe Frazier? Just keep your distance on him. Keep it on him. Keep Joe Frazier on the end of your left jab, see? Just a step ahead of him, see? And he's easy to hit, and every once in a while I put it on him. He's like a robot. You wind him up, you wind up the little doll and let him go. He just keep coming, and everybody hit him, and he just keep coming. He's got to get in close. Tie him up and walk with him. He's big. I'm not 288, I'm 210. He walks then. Then went back to the stick. Let me show you something. Sticking Joe, see? Stick Joe, see? And every once in a while, put one of them combinations on him, and you follow him. And the only way he will win is tagging me. He's in trouble. And it's because I've never really been out or really hit hard. I want him to build him up real big, make him just a terror and a giant. And right after the fight, I'm going to break my neck, get into the newspaper stand to see what the excuse is the next morning. I'm just waiting to see what the excuse is going to be when I whoop Joe Frazier.
Will you train any differently for this fight with Clay, or is he just another opponent?
I just think he's another man, you know. I mean, people probably look at him different, you know. I just look at him another, you know, I call him guy, you know. I call him another guy, you know. I mean, for the last 27 guys I've been fighting, you know, they've been bigger than me, you know. I mean, I'm a small man. So I, you know, go out there and go to work. I'm the champ. I mean, there's no doubt about that. You know, Ali usually go around hollering, you know, he's the champ, you know, and he called me a dumb fighter, but I tell him nobody never took my championship away from me.
You're going to see a new guy out there, real new.
And one thing, at Clay, they taking the title away from him. We fought for the title, and we earned the title. Now they give him a license, so we're ready to fight it. We're going to give him another shot at the title. I think he deserves it, and we're going to give him a shot at it.
Why do you insist on calling him Clay?
Because that's his name. I know him as Clay.
But he wants to be called...
He called me Yancey Durham, a Yank. He called me anything he want to call me. Yeah. So I call him what I want to call him. His name is Cassius Clay to me. Whether he resent that or not, that's what I call him. Always call him that. Always will call him Cassius Clay.
He's meeting Muhammad Ali, the original champion. I just defeated Sonny Liston at the time he just got out of the Olympics. Joe Frazier's a street fighter. He walks in, he slugs, he fights wild. He's no skill. All of his opponents beat him for the first 2 or 3 rounds. But wait until I get Joe Frazier.
He called you a good street fighter. Does that make you mad?
Don't make me mad at all. I feel like I'm just as much fighter or better as him.
How would you rate him as an opponent?
I think he's a good fighter.
You making any forecasts about the fight?
What you mean forecast?
You're going to win?
Sure.
If Joe Frazier whoops Muhammad Ali, he'll be the greatest fighter that ever lived. Believe me, this will be no contest to prove I'm still the best.
This is the greatest fight. This is the greatest fight in 240 years.
The 8th in the garden.
March the 8th in the garden. That's right.
All right. Commissioner, may we proceed? Ali, okay. What do you say you're going to do to Frazier?
I predict that when I meet Joe Frazier, this will be like a good amateur fighting a real professional. This will be like a kid out of the Olympics meeting
been the fastest heavyweight champion that ever lived.
He's going way back in the time of, let's say, 20 years ago. You know what I mean? This is the day, man. You understand?
I just whooped
You're not fighting Quarry. You're not fighting Oscar Bonavena. You're not fighting Sonny Liston. You fighting Joe Frazier.
Everybody knows that's not the point.
That's the point.
Joe, what's your prediction?
My prediction, the fight wouldn't go to distance.
Oh, won't
I'll
go
stop
distance.
him.
Stop me. You. Wait till I get you in the ring.
Wait.
We see what. Get your hands off of me. You wait till I see.
You were champ. That's all.
1, 2, 3, 4. Get up, get on up, get up, get on up. Stay on the scene, get on up like a sex machine. Get on up, get up, get on up, get up, get on up. Stay on the scene, get on up like a sex machine. Get on up, get up.
This thing is bigger than boxing. People are watching this fight in countries that don't watch fights. People, women, people of all races that don't come to fights. There's never been an event in the history of the planet Earth this big. And if you want to challenge me, call anybody. World watch in all countries, even back to Arabia, the holy city of Mecca, all back in Egypt, all back in Syria, Pakistan, all back in Estonia, Russia, Red China, Vietnam. People actually waiting for the outcome who don't follow nothing from America. This is the biggest event in the history of the whole planet Earth. You understand?
I understand. Why?
Not because of Joe Frazier.
Muhammad Ali in the red trunks, Joe Frazier in the green trunks. They appear very light. A packed house at Madison Square Garden. Muhammad Ali opening up fast. He may try to blitz him here in round 1. Frazier is more vulnerable in the first round, and Muhammad Ali knows that.
That is one of the most exciting first rounds I think we've seen in a long time.
Getting in that ring with Joe Frazier in front of all them people banging on you and could kill you. I'm really frightened, and I feel funny, and I feel surprised and shocked until the first 2 or 3 punches. And after he hits me, I get mad.
15 seconds to go in the round. That was the best punch in the fight.
If I fought Frazier, say 3 years ago when I was supposed to be at my best, I think I wouldn't have done as good because I'm stronger now.
Joe Frazier just spit some blood. He is bleeding inside the mouth. Round 3.
Round 3.
The Muhammad Ali that we remember 3.5 years ago was a dancer. He's not dancing tonight. He may be trying to slug with Joe. That's still a good jab. Ali tucked into that punch instead of moving.
After I saw he could take everything that I had and I saw his power, if you notice after the 4th round, I got mostly flat-footed. It took my time to preserve my energy, and I needed it too.
Good 1-2 on a jab. Frazier is mimicking Ali. He's just smiling at him. Frazier is just laughing at him, talking to him. That's the way Muhammad Ali used to taunt his opponent.
Round 7 is over. A terrific round. Ali seems a little disgusted with himself, but he's mighty tired.
The crowd is chanting Ali, and Joe says, come on out and fight.
I let the critics and the newspaper writers get to me. They were saying if I got caught in the corner, if the fight would be over. And I deliberately stayed in the corner for 3 rounds and let him take shots at my arms and my body, and I was just touching his head and talking to him and playing with him, and I lost those rounds.
Ali covering up on the ropes. That was a wicked punch. So was that.
Archie, what do you think of this?
I think trying to psych Joe out by sitting. Joe wasn't hurting him.
I think so too. I think he's taken quite a whipping.
Well, the crowd has changed. Before they were yelling Ali, Ali. Now they're yelling Joe, Joe.
I know it.
Round 11.
See, in a boxing match, there's a lot of thinking and timing, and you have to pace yourself. Like a horse race, they'll start off kind of slow, and they'll take the time, and probably the winner of the race is number 9 in the whole bunch.
Round 12. Who thought it would go this far? Muhammad Ali gamely trying to fight back, but he is best. Frazier let him get away after that big 11th round.
You don't remember the actual punch and the pain from it. It's just numb.
Muhammad Ali is missing a lot of those punches. Frazier laughed at him again.
That's the end of the 12th round. And Archie, that was a tremendous round.
Yes, it was.
Ali made a great comeback, didn't he, there?
Yes, but Frazier had it one wrong.
Round 13 of a 15-rounder. Well, they're fighting like lightweights now. There's a spot of blood on the shoulder of Ali. I guess it's from Frazier, but I don't see where. And Ali seems to be coming back. It's almost over this round. That's the bell.
Round is over. Round 13 is over. And what a round. I mean, that Joe Frazier's got to be some kind of a man.
Frazier's right eye looks as though it might be closing. He's got swelling around both eyes.
Ali came through very well in this round, scoring repeatedly and seeming to get stronger. These boys are in magnificent physical shape. All right, this is the final round of the fight, and what a fight it's been.
15 and final round.
Referee Arthur McCanty has them touch gloves, something they've been doing all night. Now, Muhammad Ali's going to go boxing again.
I have to give it to him. I ain't taking nothing from him. He's really good as far as slugging is concerned. He's not skillful, but he's real strong, and he keeps coming. He takes 5 or 10 punches to land one, but when he hits you, you're sure. Punches that knock you out, you really don't see them. In the 11th round, I didn't hardly see that punch. That was a hard one. But the 15th round, I saw it coming, and somewhere I leaned back and leaned right into the hook. The power of it knocked me down, but it wasn't enough to hurt me internally.
Frazier smartly goes for the body, but Muhammad Ali covers up. The crowd, needless to say, is in a bedlam. Oh, what a shot! If Joe had followed that up, he would have been. Muhammad Ali has never taken such a battering. Muhammad Ali gamely fights back. Frazier is tired, and his eyes are closing.
I got hit more in this fight than my last 6 fights put together. I think the punches actually landed in the rounds won. I believe I had the edge, but it was close.
Referee Arthur McCanty scores it 8-6, 1 even for Frazier.
1 vote for Joe Frazier.
$9-6 for Frazier.
Frazier is the winner. Frazier is the winner.
All red, 11 rounds for Frazier, 4 Larry, 1 Beverly. The winner by unanimous decision and still heavyweight champion of the world, Joe Frazier.
Joe Frazier. For the first time in his career, Muhammad Ali was beaten.
You think your religion influenced this decision?
Oh, yeah, naturally. One judge made 11-4 here. Shoot, man, if I took that whipping Joe Frazier took, I'd been probably ready to quit. Joe Frazier took a terrible whipping, beating, a battering. I didn't take no battering. I took a couple of hard left hooks that stunned me, but I didn't take no lot of jabs and uppercuts and hooks and crosses, and I didn't take no big whipping. Frazier took a terrible beating, which still lets me know how good I am, even after the layoff. So my confidence is really stronger than that before the fight, because I figured he would be tougher than he was. I figured probably, man, it'd be rougher than that. He was easy to hit and everything. Next time, it won't be no match. Next time, it won't be no show. I'll be on my toes. I'll be moving more. I won't play 3 rounds. I'll keep my guard up. I'll be more serious. Next time, I know him now. Next time, it'll be an easy fight.
Stand by me.